happy. I'll be okay.
Okay, well, let me know. I'll pause it. So what episode are we on now?
15? 13?
Yeah, maybe 13.
Oh no, you said lucky number 13 last time, so it has to be 14.
Oh, one of the teens anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, so I might have went a little crazy on Amazon.
What did you find?
It's Amazon Prime Day today.
Oh,
So
is everything or just certain things?
I think it's certain
Yeah,
things.
but not everybody would do it.
So
Every
I
seller.
got a few bucks off on, I grabbed two, what are those things? Tripods to hold the camera, to hold the phones.
That's awesome.
We got two of those, and I got a set of those little mics, like the little mics that you can either clip on to your shirt.
That's
or
amazing.
So that might be kind of fun to play around with.
There's a really cool one I saw, and it's a tripod, and it has a little remote. Have you seen those yet?
I don't know.
And you can hold the little remote in your hand, and it like put your phone there. It's for social media, and it spins around 360 like with your phone. So if you want to just do like someone else coming in the room, and then you go back to yourself.
Oh,
And
fancy.
and it just moves so smoothly, like it's like this like robot kind of arm, like it's so smooth the way they did the technology with the rotator in the middle. And I was like, oh, I don't know how much it is. I didn't look. I didn't want to look. But I'm like, I think that would be super handy because it literally, you could do scenery too, right? You could be like sitting there talking and have a whole like span. I don't know. We'll have to look into it.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if these
But
ones
it's
are
cordless.
anything special, but
It's cordless, so.
it would have to be, yeah. It's like spinning around.
Well, no,
round.
it sits in the little tripod up top, right? The phone. So
Oh, so the top just like
grabs the phone and spins.
Oh,
It's really
that's
neat.
very fancy.
It's neat. I want to look into them.
With my luck, it probably only works with iPhone.
Yeah, sometimes they work with iPhone. Mm-hmm.
I know. I feel like I'm slowly moving towards an iPhone just for ease of it, but there's still that stubborn side of me that's like, no, I'm gonna stick with Android. But
I've never used an Android. I wouldn't even know. I tried to use someone's Samsung phone, and I'm like, I don't even know how to get to the main apps like on your phone. Like I couldn't use it.
and that's how we feel when we use an iPhone.
But I have a little button on mine. You know how the new iPhones don't have a button at the bottom anymore? They got rid of it like 3-4 years ago. Like that little button that goes back to the home screen. I've got one implanted on my phone that floats around, so that I can like, I can't not have a home button. See, I just so used to the old iPhones with the home button at the bottom that I had to get this one implanted on this new phone.
This phone has a home button, but this phone's super old.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is.
It still works though.
It still works by hook or by crook. It looks like it wants to quit at any time. Like it's been dropped so many times. I wanted to get one of those finger, like the ones you can hold.
They are kind of handy. Everybody uses them. I feel like that would be better because when I hold my phone now, my pinky gets dented.
Oh.
Like really dented.
Yeah.
Compared to the other one, it does not. See how it bends? It does not look normal.
It's from holding the phone.
Yeah, the way I hold it.
Oh, that's
or maybe
funny.
it's from horseback riding all the years with my finger getting bent with the reins.
Oh.
Yeah, it could be that too. Just because I'm right-handed, right? But it definitely bends more than the other one.
I do have
Probably
some pretty
from horseback
crooked
riding.
fingers too. I
Yeah,
have like a gap in between my.
but you can tell.
So yeah, it's a pretty dreary, rainy day.
It's definitely wet.
Yeah.
I was happy I didn't have to water my gardens last night, though. It takes like over an hour to water all the gardens and the greenhouse and everything.
Yeah. Oh, so they found a new blood type. Did you hear about that? So they have this new blood type. I think it's Guada negative, and it's been discovered, and it's currently known to exist in only one person. And woman from Guadalupe. Does that sound right? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Guadalupe.
So I guess they're going to start doing more testing in the area to see if there's more people that have it. Because as of right now, if she ever needs blood, she can only have her own blood. Which
This is seriously what I've never heard anything like this. It's so crazy. Like,
they discovered it because she had to go for surgery. So they were doing like pre-surgery checks. Yeah, so it's like a mutation of some sort. In a way, I've kind of been like fantasizing about if I ever need blood to have just my own banked up and use my own.
you can't do that unless you're like royalty. Like the royals would carry their own blood with them, right? And wherever they went.
How would you keep that fresh?
They have people that take care of that and come along with it. Like they have to have certain things with them all the time. They used to have blood. They had to carry a first aid kit and other medical stuff. A lot of medical stuff wherever they go. And then they always had to have a certain amount of outfits, and they always had to, one of the roles, they have to carry black outfits in case there's a funeral they have to attend on the spur of the moment. Like there's certain things they have to go, when they leave the house, they have to go with them. And there's their blood. Every one of them has their blood with them.
Still to this day.
I believe so.
Maybe even more so today.
You just don't hear about it all the time. But it's very difficult. You wouldn't be able to even carry your blood around and do that. Like,
I'd have to be wealthy. Very wealthy.
like as you know, my sister recently proposed that she needed a blood transfusion. And she offered up me being her identical twin sister, and the hospital's like, nope, can't do that. It's against the law.
Now that seems weird.
So that's how I know is what they told her.
Maybe it's kind of like a precedent. They don't want to start doing that for her. And then somebody else is like, oh, well, you did that for so-and-so.
I don't know. There's just so many rules and things now. It's just gotten to be a problem.
Yeah.
Thankfully, her iron and her hemoglobin went up, so she didn't have to go down that route. But
did it go up pretty quickly?
No, it took a little while.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad that she's on the mend anyway, and
she's doing better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know, many different religions, they won't. It's not in their religion to get a blood transfusion. You're not allowed to if you're of a certain faith and belief.
What's the reasoning? Do you know?
Impurities, not of the same blood. Obviously, it's not.
Yeah.
But there's many.
I would be mostly worried about getting something from the blood, but I guess they clean it. Air quotations. Probably.
I still think I don't know.
We wouldn't fully trust it.
Because it could be dormant. Isn't lots of things dormant, laying in your blood, streaming around? Sometimes something will bring it out. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, true. I don't know. What would you rather do? Would you rather take the chance, or you need the blood now to live? Would you rather take the chance that, you live now, but then you catch something that slowly kills you?
But then there's people that don't have a choice. They're like unconscious and they just give them a blood transfusion. There's no choice.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and even if you did develop something, all the experts probably would say, oh no, it's not from the transfusion.
Of course.
Yeah. No, it's something else.
It's easy to say no that way. When you say no or you don't acknowledge something, you're not really responsible, are you?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
What's that called? The lack of accountability when they're... Because I've had that before where I bring up things and the doctors are just like, no, it's not that. No, it's not from that. But I'm like, I mean, it could be. Deniability.
I know what word you're talking about. They exonerate themselves or something like that.
Yeah.
by saying, no, it's not that. And they say it's their professional opinion. Well, because it's their professional opinion, they have to be right, right? So that's how it goes that way.
Yeah, I love a doctor who's always right.
Just like, every professional is right. All doctors are right. All lawyers are right. All accountants are right. It's like, are they always right? No. People make mistakes. People are human. Like, there's errors.
Yeah.
That's why things need to be double checked and second opinions. Because someone's opinion can be completely different than another person's opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Or their thoughts on things. Or someone else has a totally, like, out there idea and it turns out to be, like, something creative enough that that's really what could be the actual information that you're looking for.
Yeah. This is true. Go ahead.
So, you know that there's now new flooding going on in New Mexico. We all know about, of course, the flooding that happened in Texas at Mystic Camp. That was in Camp, Texas?
Well, New Mexico is pretty close to Texas, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It is pretty close.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff about that flooding in Texas, and apparently there was a camp of girls there.
Mm-hmm.
And there was 2 girls, and I had their name, but I don't anymore. I'm not sure if you know them. But yeah, there was 2 girls, and they saved a whole bunch of them.
Yes, one girl was 19 and one was 20. They were camp counselors from, I guess, Latin America, I believe.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's right.
Some area, I'm not quite sure where. I'm just trying to understand all of this though. Like, there's just so much information. Like, it's concerning because it happened so fast. And this river's never, like, flooded, I believe, like that before. And
Texas summer camp confirms 27 campers and staff killed in deadly floods. It was an all-girls Christian camp.
it was a Christian camp because one of the girls ran back into the cabin to get her Bible. So it was a Christian camp. And she was so happy to get her Bible back.
Oh. They said they lost 27 campers and counselors, confirming their worst fears after a wall of water slammed into cabins built along the edge of the Guadalupe River.
Yeah.
As we just talked about the blood type in Guadalupe.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's kind of interesting how it's related that way, but it's not.
I didn't even like...
And like the Kerr County flood, like I don't think they have floods like that. This is what's concerning for me, is the Rainmaker Company, which is the company that actually cloud seeded the skies 2 days before the flood. They've done some press releases saying that had nothing to do with that the clouds dissipate within a day of being seeded. So it would not have been from them because the flood happened 2 days after. So they're saying it's not possible that they were responsible for overseeding the clouds prior to the flood.
This is like that thing we just talked about, deniability.
So
and
but they're saying that there's only a shelf life of like seeding the clouds for only 24 hours. So if it doesn't rain, it just makes them heavier. Well, the weather forecast could have changed and the clouds could have formed together and caused more rain than normal, which is exactly what happened. So there's that aspect of this whole massive surge of water wall coming down the river. And it was a water wall, like it was huge. You could see the moment it started, like it just overtook the whole area of water.
It was Camp Mystic.
Camp Mystic, yes. And it's so sad, the camp owner, he's owned that property for, I think they said like many years, like 30, 40 years. He tried to save the girls and he died. It's just heartbreaking. What's odd is I don't know why their phones didn't work either. You heard that, right?
No, I didn't hear
The
this.
phones didn't work. They couldn't use their phones. They're having like literally no service prior to the flood. What would cause that? Like there was no water there quite yet. It was starting to come down the river, but they had no service with phone. So they couldn't get any other help right away. So that I need to look into more after, because that's kind of confusing as to why they didn't have any other means of like communication, why it was shut down. Just like, you know, when you had all the fires in California, how come most of the hydrants weren't working? The water was shut off to the main hydrants in California for the wildfires. Like, why did that happen that day? It's just all these things, like, you can't have that many things go wrong all the time now, and all these disasters that are happening. Like, there's just too many factors that are like, why did this happen? Why is there no communication? Like, it's just too many weird factors.
It is weird, yeah. But then it's like, why would that camp be targeted, though?
There's reasons. If you look into most of the kids that go there, their families have different type jobs. Most of them are government officials. A few of them worked on some really high profile cases that are in like social media and the news right now. Their children were at that camp. There's, I think, one of the girls' parents is a high profile lawyer. So
could it have to do with the whole Diddy thing that's going on right now? Because when those fires happened, didn't the fires go where his mansion was or something?
that's correct, yeah.
Yeah, there was some stuff that came out from that.
Yeah.
And his trial, I don't follow it.
I'm not
But
making any
it's-
link suggestions here. I'm not trying to link it all and make some kind of like hidden suggestive
Yeah.
propaganda stuff. But what I am saying is that a lot of the children were from
High ranking.
came from parents that were high ranking in the government.
Yeah. It would be extremely difficult to make some kind of a flash flood happen on purpose, I feel.
I do agree there's certain things that just happen. Like, we've had flash floods here. Like,
Yeah.
just depending on like where you are and how many clouds you got there going on with rain. But like, it just seems like it wasn't just a few. There was quite a few families. I don't know if it's because the camp cost more, so these kids came from families that had more money, if it's just coincidental. I'm just saying, like, there's so many things, you really have to think about everything. Like,
I mean, I have seen some footage from flash floods in California. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but essentially a lot of the devastation is caused because the soil, well, California is so, what would the word be? Monocropped, or like,
it's got a huge dense population.
and essentially
And dry.
like the trees and stuff that hold on to the soil, there's less of them. So when the water happens, it flushes away a whole bunch of soil with it.
The erosion, like, there's so
Yeah.
much erosion there because it's dry, and when it gets wet, it can't hold it in fast enough. Like,
Yeah.
it won't retain it, so that's how we have the erosion. All of the areas along the waters too in California and the ocean, it's all eroding. It used to be huge big beaches, now it's like the beach is at the back deck. I don't know, it's just different there than here, right? But I do know that the States is very unhappy with Canada right now in BC because they're saying we don't do anything about forest fire prevention.
And what would they suggest that we do?
Do high-tech forest preservation. That we don't use high-tech stuff like they do. So there's all these different problems. Every country has their own kind of like economic problems. Like, we had the fires here, and then California's got drought issues and water shortages and erosion issues and landslides, and like, it's just everywhere you go, there's something. But I don't know.
How can the states
They sent a
complain
letter.
about our firefighting
They sent a
abilities?
letter.
California's always on
The
fire.
congressman in one of the states sent a letter out to like our government, the liberal government, and said, you got to do something with this. Our U.S. Constituents are not happy. That's what it says.
Oh, that's so so crazy.
It's crazy, but I'm just saying everywhere's got problems and different things, but they're really like down on Canada for having all the northern states of the US getting flooded with smoke from us.
They get fires too, though.
You know, they say Canada's the worst.
Well, my take on fires is it's a natural part of the process. And we're not living like we used to. As in, we used to be way more mobile. We used to just be able to pick up and move if we had to, or run away to a new area, or...
Oh, you mean back in the days
Yeah.
of like buggy and wagon?
Essentially. Now we're so permanent in places that it makes us have to try to stop nature's natural process.
I guess you're saying more people used to be more gypsy-like.
Yeah.
Back, the European gypsy-like kind of lifestyle.
Yeah.
Not necessarily back to the bug, you know, but like that lifestyle. There's still many gypsies that are like that though.
Yeah, but
It's more in Europe.
Not much. And it's kind of like, it's the whole process of the fire, right? Like it comes, it cleans the forest, essentially. And then it makes room for new trees and new plants. Whereas, like, it's just the whole cycle of it all. It's the whole cycle of it all.
We can't handle that here in BC. We've got so many forests. It's so forested. There's so many areas that have literally never even been touched by man yet in BC. Like maybe some helicopters have landed in some areas for hunters, but like there's so many areas, like they couldn't even keep up with all the forest maintenance.
No, you can't.
Not here.
And then the ash is a fertilizer, right? So it's just regenerating. Yeah, I get the smoke sucks. Like I get that. I get that fires are dangerous and stuff. I'm just saying it's a huge natural process.
You know, I agree with you. It is somewhat.
And then like, you know, old trees too, right? Like they do only live for a certain amount of time.
And then they either rot inside out and fall over, or they get hit by lightning, or they just all of a sudden the roots get too like lifted from out of the soil and they die. Like there's so many different things that can happen. They could get eaten by pine beetles. Which is a problem as well. Like there's just so many different things.
Which you kind of need fire to kill too.
Yeah. There's just too much information. There's a lot of scrutiny right now over the Texas floods. Obviously, understandingly, it's so much devastation. So
and just the timing of it too.
The timing,
that
everything.
It happened July 4th, like on the weekend of July 4th, pretty much.
Yes, that's like known to be one of the busiest weekends in the States. Like it's the busiest summer weekend.
Everyone's out and about celebrating being American.
It's the first weekend of kids getting out of school as well in some states. Like they just get out as well.
It happened on July 4th.
Yes. It's just 119 people, the death toll. 119. So there had to have been other areas of houses to have 119.
Yeah.
I don't think it just was all from Camp Mystic.
This article says more than 100 people dead and at least 161 missing. Yeah, that's super devastating.
But literally you can see there's so many thoughts on this whole weather modification, cloud seeding, like especially when the company admits they did it 2 days prior. So there's, of course, people are going to have their own thoughts, like, and try to dig a little deeper and see what, you know, if it actually forms an opinion or not. Not just a thought, right?
Do you think that basically essentially trickled down into New Mexico?
Oh, it's happening right now.
Yeah.
It's in New Mexico and where else? Like, it's so bad. So it's the Rio Ruidoso in New Mexico. Is where houses are floating by. And vehicles are just floating by as well. Again, the water levels rise fast, it surges. Is it broken dams? They aren't saying anything yet. And this other article is talking about how like geoengineering and weather modification are proven facts. That is not a conspiracy theory. And like what's happening? Are these natural phenomena? Like what's going on with this weather system then? If these are just all consecutively happening back to back, is the weather traveling somewhere else, or are they targeting specific areas? These areas usually do have the cloud seeding companies working hard in the skies, right? So
here it says that the cause of the flooding, radar estimated 5 inches of rain fell in the mountains to the west of Reducio, over the burn scar of wildfires that ravaged thousands of acres in the area last year.
wow.
And then it says, so the flooding occurred on Tuesday afternoon. What was the date of that? Is that just last Tuesday? Like yesterday? No. With the monsoon rains causing the Rio Reducio River to swell to 20 feet, surpassing the previous record by 5 feet. But there you go, that's also potentially so devastating because of a fire coming through and taking away root systems, and the roots don't have a chance to redevelop too.
Mm-hmm. And then there's also other information out there as well. Like there's electromagnetic frequency radar maps. So on these maps, it shows different pulse radiations in certain areas. If you do a time lapse, some of these areas are like a target, like literally from like 9/11 on the clock to like 9/11 the next morning. There's like abnormal amounts of pulse radiation in these areas as well, where these floodings are actually occurring. So why is there a huge increase in radiation, like pulse magnetic type radiation? And it's like 9/11 to 9/11 the next day. So there's other things too, not just the weather modification that are off.
9/11 to 9/11. What do you mean? You mean like
so
Twin
if you
Towers?
look on, no, just that's the time on the clock.
Oh,
When
to
you
this
do,
event, to the
you know how
flooding.
you have a map and you have like a topographical map, and it'll show you areas like for like example, you watch the news for like the weather.
Yeah.
It'll show green and red and like it's the hotter areas, and they have little like kind of shadow areas like you know
swirls. And
yeah, I'm talking the same kind of map, but with more of an electromagnetic frequency map. So it's a topographical on it, like the geographical map of say like the states, and you look at the times and when all of a sudden it starts showing something's going on, like there's those type of like frequency, they can figure it out pretty easily. Those areas have like hot spots starting from 9/11 to 9/11 the next morning. So there's so many weird other things like, and then I could get into other topics like HAARP, which is the High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program.
It's a mouthful is what it is, yes.
It is. Which is the High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, and that's in Alaska.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
So,
I'm wondering if that's why we see more northern lights now.
That's another thing that has got me baffled. Because we've never been able to see them here, and all of a sudden in the last 2 years, there's a forecast now.
Yeah.
And I definitely watch the forecast. I'm learning about how the BZ has to be in the negative in the north, or else you won't see them like on the map. And like I'm learning about it because I'm interested. And it has to just be the right solar flare that hits the sun for us to get a possible forecast, which takes about 2 days to get here. There's so much into that as well that I'm trying to like learn because I'm actually interested in it. Like I don't know that much, but I'm like trying to learn a little bit. Or I can actually like talk about it, but not just, and understand it as well and comprehend if I have to discuss it. But it's still, there's so much information to it. And sometimes it's just a guess. Like it's just a...
Yeah.
So there are antennas that they have designed to transmit powerful radio waves into the ionosphere. So there's a lot more technology that we just aren't privy to.
Oh yeah. No, we don't know everything.
Like,
there's things they keep hidden.
So yeah, the radio waves temporarily heat up and become disturbed, and it messes up the whole atmosphere as well.
See, like, I'm wondering about, like, because, like, a lot of these tools could be, like, I'm just gonna go conspiracy theory here. They could be weaponized if they can be used to pinpoint areas. Like in Hawaii, the blue light. The blue
laser.
The blue laser.
From the sky.
Yes.
Yes.
Because there's that one that I can think of off the top of my head. You were talking about radioactive type waves or pulses.
There's 180, I believe, antennas scattered in different phases across Alaska. That's a lot.
And Alaska's the perfect place for it because not a lot of people venture out there.
No.
Alaska's so rugged and hard to live in.
And the other ones are close by in Russia, because Russia's not that far away from Alaska.
And Russia's also another place that a lot of people aren't traipsing around in.
No.
Like, the north of Russia is apparently so, like, desolate and hard to live. So they're like, oh, good spot to set up shop.
And what's odd too, like, makes me think, like, these areas all have these weird numbers. It's all about numbers too in this whole planet. Like, where these antennas are, there's 33 acres that they are within this allotment of acreage. And it's like these numbers. It goes back to so many different ideologies. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's interesting. Kind of scary. This is why they don't tell the Gen Pop about all this stuff.
No.
Because they want you to just keep living your life and funding their bullcrap.
Something, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're just under attack in some ways. It's like, but we just don't know which ways yet.
Well, because I think too, they write it off, right? That's keeping it calm, not letting the public panic, stuff like that, right?
That is true, the public would panic.
Downplay it.
But I get it, the public would.
Yeah.
There would be a mass hysteria. So I do understand certain things of that.
Mm-hmm. But, I mean, like, how many movies have you seen where some disaster strikes, of course, in Washington, D.C. or New York City or something, right? And they try to keep it under wraps.
It's supposed to be basically New York or Washington. It's true.
The White House, right? Like,
it's usually around there.
Why do the aliens know to go there? I don't know.
So true. So I don't understand why is, like, all of a sudden all of, like, the really, really popular country singers right now all wanting to do Toby Keith covers. Do you know why?
I kind of assumed it was a tribute. All the people who are, like, big right now.
Ella Langley, and then Post Malone did Who's Your Daddy with Jelly Roll.
Have they released already?
I've seen them, like, a video.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I just heard that they were recording, kind of like a tribute, maybe.
I'm not sure, but I was like, I love all his songs, right? Yeah.
So Toby Keith passed away not actually that long ago.
Mm-mm.
Like just over a year.
Yeah.
From stomach cancer. It was held to honor the late country music star Toby Keith. The 2-hour special, which aired on NBC, featured performances from over 25 country music icons.
Oh.
Yeah, because I seen a post and it had like Miranda Lambert, it had Post Malone,
Yeah.
it had Jelly Roll, yeah, all of those. Oh yeah, Lainey Wilson, Carrie Underwood, Eric Church. Yes, I've seen that. And then the proceeds from the concert benefited the Toby Keith's Foundation, OK Kids Corral, and Monroe Carroll Junior Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt.
Wow.
Oh, so it was just a tribute.
Okay, that's why it was a tribute.
Yeah.
I think that's wonderful.
Yeah. Forgot some of these songs. A little less talk and a lot more action. How do you like me now?
Yeah.
Now that I'm on my way.
You still think I'm crazy?
Standing here today. I tried singing his Beer for My Horses one.
It's a hard one. It's more, I feel like it's a guy song.
It's fast and it's so wordy.
It's fast and wordy, and I feel like it's a guy song. It's just, guys, just get it out there. Different. Like, I feel like it's a guy song. It's meant for a guy.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. My discouraging facts. That I kind of has crossed my mind. Like, you obviously have to have a certain social media presence, and I just haven't really been that social media minded over the years. Like, a few things here and there and fun posts, but like nowadays everything is so focused on that, as you know, that people make fun of other people. You have no right to comment on this post. You only have 1,000 people following you. You're nothing. I see those type comments all the time on social media, okay, for example.
I see the comments too where it's like, someone will be like, you know, like we're talking about maybe like Ella Langley, she's not that talented, right? And then people will be like, I looked at your profile and something along the lines of like, you're not talented, or some nasty comment.
People are so nasty, like, oh, nice hair, go get a haircut. Like, honestly, I'm not that type of person. So what I'm saying is, like, I would never make fun of someone on social media. I just wouldn't.
Well, if you can't say something nice.
But even if they said something rude to me, I'd probably state facts back and be like, but I would never be like, I saw your profile, I don't like your hair, it's ugly, you're a loser. I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
It's just not me. I would never do that. Even if they said something horribly about me, I would say something else. Like, bless your heart, go get lost. I don't know.
You'll have the door hit you on the way out.
So what I'm saying, like, I was talking with this guy the other day, and he had some really good points that he kind of pointed out about just, you have to have a certain amount of people following you to be kind of get somewhere else with anything that you really want to do that may involve advertising yourself, or you're promoting something, whatever it is, your music, or promoting your business, or anything like that, really. And it's like, you have to have a lot of followers, and it's like, so of course, how do you do that?
There's ways. I've been looking into it because I didn't want anything to do with social media, and like you said, I'm seeing the light now to it.
I'm aware of that.
So you can buy followers, or you can pay to have your posts boost and reach more people, so you get more views.
So I feel like that's why people don't always see certain posts you do, because it's very limited because you're not paying. So I feel like it's changed with social media. You just don't see that right in front of your eyes, but behind the scenes, it's like certain people definitely seem to have even if they don't pay, have more because they probably have paid in the past for something. So they seem to get boosted because they've contributed to that financial part of, well, let's say all these different social media platforms. So there is going to be a new platform coming out soon for Canada. It's supposed to be competing with Facebook. It's brand new. because as you know, all the platforms are based in the States. So there is a new platform coming, I think, in a few months. I can't even remember the name of it right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be Canadian based, but all Canadian tech companies are making it together. It's supposed to be competition, but anyways, we'll see what that's like when it happens.
There's so many social media apps. It's like,
but like I think,
mind-boggling.
yeah, it really is. I think that what the problem is here, what I was saying with my friend when I talked with him, it's like, okay, so say we want to get a band.
Start a band, yeah.
Like,
or join a band.
We're not in our teens anymore. We're not in our early 20s just figuring ourselves out. Like, we're established adults, I guess you could call us. So, like, we're not going to be able to get a band that's, or guitar player or drummers that are in their 20s. They're going to want to be in their kind of age group. So it's kind of more segregated that way, right? And, you know, if you don't have, we don't even have that many followers, why would they want to work with us on, say, any project? Like even doing video production for social media, if we wanted to do a video or something, they're not going to want to work with us because their work isn't going to get broadcasted out there because we don't have a lot of people to see it. So that makes them kind of discouraged to work with people that don't have that type of following, if you know what I mean? Like, so that means that it's going to be trickier to say, let's find a drummer one day. It's going to be very tough. Like, unless they're compensated very, very well, and it doesn't bother them that they're, you know, might not be, you know, famous. Like, I don't know. I just don't know how to put it, like, in the right perspective, but it's not as easy being like, okay, let's go find a drummer for our band. It just doesn't work like that. It's very tricky. And that's kind of like, it's hard to like understand all that, but it's fact. Unless you have like a bunch of friends and everybody's talented, then there you go. Easy peasy done.
Choose your friends wisely.
Yes. You know what I'm saying though? It's like, it's not always easy to kind of get things done. I feel like maybe it seems more challenging nowadays. I don't know if it's because of social media, or people always think there's something else better out there, so they kind of be like pushed to the wayside and try to climb that whole ladder, as you call it.
Well, there's things too. So I did follow a group. It was, it's like a digital creator group. And they talk about ways to get more out there and promote your stuff. And I screenshot it. Okay, so these are the tips that I got. There's actually quite a few. I'll just say a couple.
Okay.
Stay consistent. Share like your reels and stuff to groups with 50,000 plus active members. So you have to go find that.
So you got to join those groups and share to those groups. That's a lot of work. What happens if they don't accept you in that group because they don't feel you should be part of that group? You just won't get in.
Another group that you do.
So you just pick and choose and hope that you get accepted into that group or whatever, and then they. Yeah,
like
some of them have rules now. You can't post stuff unless you've been in the group or commented on stuff. You can't post your own stuff sometimes. I've seen those weird rules in those groups.
Make content related to the viewers.
Mm-hmm.
Interact with strangers on posts. Let's see.
Like comment on strangers, other people's posts?
Yeah, I mean groups and things like that. Because I don't know if you've seen it, but people that comment now, you'll see like this person has so many points. Have you ever seen that?
I have.
Yeah.
And then there'll be the top rated badge and stuff. All those badges people are getting now. You mean about those badges too, and the points?
Mm-hmm. Those.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. If you upload videos, make sure they're at least 10 seconds. Longer videos accumulate more views. Minute plus videos. You want to aim for lots of comments and you want to reply to the comments that come on your videos.
Well, that would make sense. I'd be like, oh, thank you for your comment. Yes, this, or
Yeah.
if they ask something or they say, I really like that video you did.
Yeah, so I was like, I just got this yesterday and I was like scrambling. I'm like, what groups could I post in? So like I had the chicken reel that I did and I posted it on my poultry groups. But you know, I got a couple more views on it. So it's just those little bits, right? The little bits, like basically in my mind, I'm looking at this whole thing as just like move a little inch, like a little inch.
Let's
like
just find a social
moving,
media
just
person
keep
to do it
moving.
for us. I feel like I don't want to sit there on my phone and be
It
like,
takes time.
honestly, I don't want to sit there on my phone and be like, okay, I got to figure out this now. Which group can I post this to? And oh, is it going to pay off? Am I going to have 5 people like comment on my video? Like, I feel like, I don't know. It's just, I know it's just, you have to get somewhere, but
Yeah.
some parts of the whole
Slowly.
social media aspect, I feel some of it is so fake too that I can't seem to be part of that. I just like it to
That
be
is the struggle. I know.
straight out real. Like, this is it. There's no editing. Like, we haven't done any editing in our pictures or videos. Like, I've done 0, and they may look not like amazing, but like they haven't even been touched with editing. Nothing.
It is important to stay authentic.
Just
It's very
0
important.
editing. Just take the picture, post. That's literally what it is. That's why I was like picking all the weeds and dandelions when we're doing our pictures, because I'm like, I don't edit, so I don't want these all sticking up against our legs. You know, that's
Yeah.
why I do that, because I literally don't edit the pictures.
But see, so I changed it to a professional dashboard. And so my goals are in reaching people. So it tells me, it has a checklist of things that I need to do. And it does this every week. Every week it resets.
Okay.
So 10 new followers. I mean, I've only gotten 1 new follower so far, but it's still 1 new person.
This is on Instagram that you were talking about?
This is on Facebook.
Oh, Facebook. Okay.
Yeah. Create 7 new public posts, 4 new public reels. That's actually more. It was 2 last week and the weeks prior. So I don't know.
So that's in 1 week. They want you to do 4.
Yeah. Which is a bit of a challenge, right? Because like I'm trying to get into it, but I'm also not fully into it. But comment on 10 public posts and get 100 interactions on your posts.
100. Okay, so
Yeah. that's likes, comments,
okay.
things like that. Yeah. So, and then you can change your focus of what you want. I did start an Instagram as well.
Yes, I did notice.
Just yesterday.
And I'm like, except when I looked at it, but made sure it was you first, because I was like, your user was different than I thought. So I had to double check, and then I noticed a couple other friends had already accepted your request. I'm like, okay, so most likely it's you.
It is me, yeah. So I'm gonna try. What I'm wondering right now is does it make more sense to have an Instagram account where anybody can see anything and follow? Or would it be better to have like a private account where they have to make a request to follow you?
Well, if somebody starts following you, you've got a public account, you can just get them to, you can just click that they can't see anything too. Like, there's ways to like filter people out that start following you on a public account. So that's, I think, would be the way to go. If you want to get out there, you kind of need a public account, unfortunately.
Yeah.
When it's private, people can't look at anything or see anything. It's like very limited, and you're on social media. I feel like you kind of need, if you want to put anything out there, you need it to be public.
Yeah.
Private would just be for like friends and family then.
Well, because there's a few people that I work with that have it on private, as far as I'm aware, just from what I've heard.
Okay.
Because they're just like, oh, we don't want just like anyone following us.
But I know you can filter people out.
Yeah.
On Facebook, I'm pretty sure I haven't. No, on Facebook you can filter people out. They can't see my posts. I can post something specifically and be like, hey, I don't want this person to see this. And you just put their name in. Done.
Yeah.
So it's not hard.
Yeah. I'm still figuring out the ins and outs of Instagram. On Facebook, I do it too, where some of my posts are, well, most of my posts are public. And then
Yes.
like the ones with the kids, I set to private or friends only.
Yes, friends only.
Yeah.
I do that too, most of the time. But like I even taught some of my other friends too. They didn't know that you could like block people when you do a post, when you first start the post. They didn't know. They're like, well, how do you do it? I'm like, oh, it's just, you just put their name in this little part and do it. They just didn't know because they've never had to do it or they never thought that they could.
Yeah.
So they just didn't post anything. I'm like, well, you can block people, like, or filter it all out.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
It's done.
Already. Well, this was an interesting podcast.
We definitely touched base on a lot of stuff.
And more behind the scenes, but yeah, I think it was a good little ending, and thanks for joining us today. We appreciate your support.
We definitely do. We need lots of support still.
Yeah, give us a like, follow us, let us know what you'd like to hear more of.
Yeah, that's important. Mm-hmm.
We've had some helpful little
We
tips
have.
and hints to work off of, but yeah, we're still finding our voice and seeing what people like, so.
And what works as well. It's always what works.
Maybe one day we'll hit the secret sauce.
Whatever that is.
Whatever
Sounds good.
that is. Okay. Alrighty.
Okay, peace out.
Peace.